What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper, and I'm coming back to you with another video on another overlooked prep. And that overlooked prep is some contractor bags. These are 42-gallon 3 mil contractor bags. A 3 mil is a very heavy-duty bag, and you know, it's very good for a lot of things. You know, you can use contractor bags for waste disposal. You could use them for sanitation. You can use them for gathering firewood, and you know, if you need to gather some tinder or some kindling, you know, sticks and small wood, you know, you can use these to gather kindling. You can use them for survival purposes. You know, you can take one of these contractor bags, you can fill them with leaves, and you can make a bed out of it. You know, if let's say you have to sleep on the ground for whatever reason, if you're in a survival situation, you can take one of these bags, fill them with debris. You know, typically leaves are the best, or anything that's going to make a lot of dead air space, because dead air space is what helps you insulate yourself. So, you know, leaves or dry grass, things like that. You can fill up, you know, your contractor bag with the debris, and that'll be like a sleeping mattress that you can sleep on top of. Alternatively, you can also make a sleeping bag out of a contractor bag. You can fill the contractor bag with leaves and debris, grasses, things like that, things that will create dead airspace. And then you can go actually and put yourself inside of the bag with all the debris around you, and that'll create like a makeshift sleeping bag, you know. You know, so you can keep some of your contractor bags in your survival kit, which is what I do. I have a couple of contractor bags in my survival kit, you know, when I go out into the woods hiking, or for my bug out bag or my get home bag. I have a few of these contractor bags inside of my bug out bag, you know, just in case I have to make improvised shelter, or if I have to gather firewood. You know, if let's say, you know, if I'm bugging out, you know, I'm not going to have the convenience of having a wheelbarrow, you know, with me. So having these contractor bags are very handy, because they're very thick. You know, it's a thick plastic. As you see in the picture, they're holding. It's made for construction. So, you know, if any of you guys ever worked construction like I have, you know, there's always all kinds of debris that you need to dispose of, and a lot of the debris is sharp, and you know, it can easily cut regular plastic bags with it. So you need something heavy, like a 3 mil bag, you know, which is going to prevent the bag from rupturing. If you have anything that's sharp or pointed, you know. So it's made for construction debris, you know, like you know, pieces of metal, you know, pieces of wood, things like that, and it's made to hold all that without ripping. And it's not that expensive. You can pick up a box of this at Home Depot for like $10. Here I have 24 of these bags, you know, and it's very handy, very useful. You know, like I said, for survival, you can fill it with debris and make a mattress that you can sleep on top of, so the ground doesn't rob the body heat away. You know, if any of you guys have ever slept in the woods, you know, overnight and just laid right on the ground, especially if it's like cooler outside, if it's not like summertime, you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night shivering, because what happens is the ground will suck the heat out of you. You know, it's gonna suck it out, and the ground doesn't give you the heat back. You know, like, so when you lay on a mattress in your house, the mattress absorbs your body heat, and it holds the heat, you know, there. And when you lay on it, it kind of keeps you warm, because the mattress absorbs the heat and it stays there, and so it stays warm. But when you lay on the ground or something, the ground pulls the heat away from you, but it doesn't hold it there as much, you know, and it dissipates. So you lose a lot of your body heat that way. It's like it like sucks the heat out of you. It's hard to explain, but the best way to do to I could say that would, if you want to experience it inside of your house, is to sleep on an air mattress, without any blanket. And you'll see that you're going to feel cold. Sometimes you'll even wake up in the middle of the night cold because the air mattress will suck the heat out of your body, but it doesn't actually insulate it. It doesn't hold the heat because it's all air. So once that heat goes into the air mattress, it dissipates, and it's pulling the heat out of your body. So your body temperature will eventually go down. But with one of these contractor bags, you can fill it with debris, anything that will trap dead airspace, leaves, grasses, and you can make a mattress, a sleeping mattress that you can sleep on top of that will insulate your heat. Alternatively, like I said, you can make a sleeping bag with it. You fill it with leaves, grasses, things like that, and then you can actually go and lay inside of that, and it will keep you warm. And that's obviously in a worst case scenario. If you're getting really cold and it's cold outside, that's what you would use this for in that situation. Again, you can use it in a survival situation or a bug out situation. You can use it for gathering firewood, gathering kindling, which a lot of times is sharp because there's sticks and stuff. And this will, it won't tear open, and you don't have to worry about trying to stuff firewood into your rucksack or something like that. This 42-gallon bag will hold a lot of kindling and a lot of firewood, so you can get a whole bunch of firewood if you need to, if it's cold outside. If let's say it's, in the winter time and you're bugging out and you need a good amount of firewood to keep yourself, warm, and for prepping, aside from survival and bugging out, one of these contractor bags is very useful for, waste disposal, sanitation. If you have to clean something, obviously, it's just like a regular garbage bag, but if you have like some unusual waste, like chemical wastes or human waste, whatever you need to control the sanitation, control, you don't want to have your waste build up around your property, especially if there's no garbage collection. After SHTF, you have to remember you're not going to have, garbage men coming every twice a week or whatever, once a week, depending on where you live. For me, it's twice a week. My garbage men are not going to be coming around twice a week, so I got to figure out what to do with my, with my sewage, with my, waste that I generate around the house from eating food and stuff like that. And, you need some kind of good, reliable garbage bags in case you have to take that garbage or that waste and dump it somewhere far away. You don't want to just dump your garbage close to your house, or your waste, if we're talking about human waste, diapers or whatever, you don't want to dump that close to your house. You want to go somewhere further away, and you may need a contractor bag will help you reliably carry all that waste without tearing open. The last thing you want is to have your bag tear open and all your waste coming out, and it's not fun. So there's a ton of uses for this, and like I said, around the property, you can use this for gathering and scavenging resources. Rather than having to carry a wheelbarrow with you everywhere you go, the contractor bag will act as a wheelbarrow. You can put anything you find interesting inside of it, and it will, you'll be able to bring it back to your house or whatever you're doing. It's just a very useful thing that a lot of people don't think about. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember the 3 P's: prepare, practice, and persevere. All right, guys. God bless.